Mechanics. Okay, good enough. That's the one thing about this streaming. It's just I operate these things seat of the pants because I'm not making a career out of streaming, but it's a nice way to get my stuff out there online for those of you who don't mind listening to my ambling diatribes. Okay, so yeah, it's been a long time since I posted. It's too early for this. We're not going to talk politics or the state of the world at the moment. Um, this is effectively kind of a test getting ready for class because the last 2 3 weeks has just been a nightmare of Twitch and Streamlabs and stuff like that. But I'm just taking a look at some of my assets that I've got for my animation lecture today, and I'm just sort of walking through it. So I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride while I have my morning coffee. Nothing crazy. I'll probably want to set a lot of this stuff up again. I think, yeah, I don't have my A tools tool set, animation tool set set up yet, but I think I will start with scene prep today, and then I will get into the A tools setup afterwards. There's so many tools and plugins to set up. It's really difficult to keep track of it all. So thank God for Google and YouTube and stuff like that. I feel a bit weird because every now and again I have to Google or YouTube stuff, and it feels like I'm like watching the tutorial, learning it for the first time, and then implementing it. But that's not really the case. It's just a lot of the stuff I know how to do, but I need these spot reminders. So what I've been doing is I've been making these cheat sheets and emailing them to myself. Right, they're usually like a page or so, and just enough information for me to go, okay, I got it, boom, and dive in. Right, so that's kind of where it's at. But I don't think I have one for A tools, so I'm just sort of googling A tools at the moment to just take a quick kind of look at the installation of it. From what I recall, is fairly straightforward, but it's good to sort of have a look and see what's going on. A tools has since been replaced. Oh, I think there's a README in the downloads. But A tools has since been replaced by a utility called AnimBot, which I'll try to convince the uni to get licenses of, because I think it just takes a lot of the pain and pressure out of the process of animating. However, you do have to learn the tools, which is a little bit of a chore. Yeah, I'm going to try my web captioner on this side of the window this time. It just feels like over here on the left, it's really kind of oppressive in terms of my screen space, but I think I can ignore it a bit more over on the right. Actually, I wanted to check my project structure because it has been a fair bit of time since I dove into this. So I think I was working off there it is, right? So I'm going to come into my animation folder, and these were part of the old demo reel. So I've got my animation, characters, props, all sort of nested in this one project dev folder under content. I just want to see what the state is of this. So I'm going to pop in here and take a quick look at that. We're at 8:26. Yeah, so first of all, I'm going to set the project here, right? So I'm just going to control copy that address and then come in here and go and set my project. Today's session, we'll be setting all of this stuff up yet again. So for those of you guys who've followed my Twitch stream last year, it's all kind of old stuff. But I've got a group of new animators that I'm teaching that are coming over from games programming that have never seen any of this before, right? So I'm going to have to walk them through it. Again, but it's always good to talk a little bit about project setup and that kind of thing. Now, the drive letter mapping hasn't changed, so hopefully it'll pick up all my references, but if not, well, we'll just set all that stuff up again. Just gonna see, looks like it's loading my reference files, so that's cool. So the installation of A tools, I don't think I'll find a web page on believe I have a tools menu. I'm just gonna see if I've got the A-Tools kit on here. Animation tools. Well, I got a few things here actually. So these are my Maya tools. I've got MGear, which I'll need to install. I believe it was just sort of a drag and drop kind of deal. The platforms are listed to 2019, so I might have to Google, see if there's an updated MGear. So I'm going to do that now because I got a bit of time. And I think, let's just take a quick peek into our A-Tools. The A-Tools install. Oh yeah, so that was just drag the mouse script in, wasn't it? There you go. Just drag that into the Maya viewport. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna pop this in. Let's give it a go. Let's get this in there first. A-Tools. And whilst that's doing its thing, let's take a look at MGear Framework and see what version it is at the moment. Open source rigging and animation. Download. There you go. 3.7.0. I'm a bit concerned maybe that this is too far ahead, but let's go for it. It's always good to have. Oh, that's the beta. We don't want to muck about with the beta. So let's go 366 and we'll grab the source code. I hope by source code, I don't want to have to compile this myself. Well, I suppose it's not a big deal, actually. I thought for sure they had packaged binaries, but let us see. Oh, they've added a picker menu and all kinds of stuff. I only download MGear to get the Spider-Verse rig working, but I think I should explore it a little bit more because I generally tend to install MGear. Spider-Verse rig is working. It's using something in the MGear's tool set. Then I download the M-School picker, which I really enjoy. But maybe I should explore the feature set in here. It looks pretty good. I'm going to pop in here with File Explorer and environment file. There's a build batch file. So it looks like I'm going to have to build this, which is cool. That's all right. I just want to have a look to see if there's an MGear release. Oh, there we go. So there's a GitHub branch that just has a release. Yeah, I did see the M-School picker here. I don't really like this one though. I prefer the oh no, sorry, M-School. The MGear picker page here, but I like the M-School one better. So, okay. So the release ones are up to 2.61. So let's take a look at where I've got my tools. And inside the Maya, I got MGear. Got MGear. Oh, so I've got MGear 3.1.1 in here. You know what? I'll probably just install 3.1.1. If that's the most recent in the releases folder, it doesn't make sense. Where did I get that one? Okay. Well, perhaps the hosting site here, Gumroad, isn't exactly up to date. So that might be it as well. Ooh, this is interesting. I'll take a look at that a little bit later, just to see what's involved with the MGear rigging toolset. And this audio file either. It's kind of unusual. .3.1. I'm just going to take a peek inside that zip folder, see what I'm dealing with. And I'm hoping 2020 will recognize the 2019 script. If not, yeah, I'm probably going to have to hunt that down. Okay. Maybe I'll just see if this Windows batch file will do it for me. Oh, I gotta extract this whole thing first. So let's, let's pop you in here and then we'll do an extraction, right? So we'll go mgear. Pop that in there. So again, I keep a lot of my tool sets on the cloud so that I can access it from going from PC to PC, which is super, super handy. Okay, so that's that. Is this installing? It's doing something. Oh, there we go. That's okay. It's using an evaluation version of the shapes node. That's all right as well. Yeah, this is why I need to get the mgears toolset installed, because the Spider-Man rig is collapsed. Oh, and I've got my world orientation set to Z-axis. So what we want to do is pop it back to Y-axis. And I'll probably let's just control new, don't save, get a new scene going on here, because we want to make sure that as we install our tools, it's not going to interfere with anything else. That probably didn't work because internet connection not detected. That's crazy. So we're going to navigate to the zip file. Yeah. And get this guy installed. Let's go back in here to my global tools. Tools, and there's the atools.zip that it's looking for. Okay, and let's install that. Now when I see the toolset icons appear down at the bottom, I know that we're in. Tools has been created. Okay, sweet. There we go. So install Animbot and have fun. Yeah, Animbot might be worth a purchase. Okay, so these are the tools. Well, let's start learning the ATools because the basics are there. Animbot has an extension of this. Now let's get that mgear tool set installed. Now, I could have sworn I had notes on how to get this guy installed. Oh, I'm installing this other skinning package called ngSkinTools. Now, I can't remember if the mgears library or the ngSkinTools was what dictated the skinning information on my Spider-Verse character, which I downloaded for free, by the way. So you just have to Google Spider-Verse rig and it'll pop up. It's the most popular searched rig. Okay, well, it's doing its thing. Let's see if we can get mgear sorted out. Oh yeah, I was going to try and extract this and see if we can get this tool set built. This is taking a while. All right. Okay, so that's cool. That's installed. I'm almost tempted. Oh, wow. Yeah, the extraction of the MGears tools is taking a while. So I might as well fire up the captioning, actually. This will be a good test of the captioner. It'll be good test of the caption. I feel bad for my hearing impaired students because this web captioner, it just does some unpredictable stuff. Maybe because it's too quiet. I wonder if I can adjust the settings. If I were to perhaps increase the gain or something of that nature on the mic, would that do something? Let's see. Appearance channels. Language. English. What if I did English Canada? Let's try that. English Canada. Appearance. General. Sensitivity is set to high. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so now that you're set to Canadian, will you be able to translate me a little bit more accurately? Oh, that's not too bad. Hey, that's a little bit better. Ah, okay. So it thought I was British. Nope, I'm Canadian. Okay, so we're extracting the tool set. Here, once that's done, we'll just go in. There's a build all executable. There's a deployment script as well. I want to investigate that. Oh, there's a README. Let's check out the README whilst the rest of the files are unzipping. Let's do an open with and notepad. Okay. Useful links, API docs. No, let's do a quick web search. I mean, we're waiting, right? It's doing its thing. So how to install MGears. Install MGears 2.0. Let's go into the documentation. Unzip, copy the content to the MGear release folder, to your Maya modules folder. Start Maya. Ah, okay. That sounds curiously like it's not right. I don't recall it being that simple. So let's pop in here. How to build and install MGears. Oh, that ought to be kind of interesting. Let's take a look at this. Because, you know, we're still unzipping. All right. So, no audio. So let's get that audio not coming out the headphones. But there we go.
Them, but not too many. And mainly we did a lot. And what I mean, I cannot remove this one of it.
That should be interesting. Okay. I'm going to watch that at a later date. And let's try the install MGear 2.0.
So let's see how to install MGear 2.0. So here we have my session. case it's 2017. And as you can see here, it's no MGear installed yet. So I'm gonna close Maya. And here I have prepared some folders already. So I have my my MGear installation, or my folder where I want to install MGear. Can be anywhere in your hard drive or network. In my case, it's the MGear, my folder for installing gear. Oh, with a typo. Oh. Okay, so, and I have here my Maya documents, Maya 2017, and I'm gonna open my Maya environment. You may have some lines here. In this case, I don't have anything installed using my environment, so it's clean. So I'm gonna just first I'm gonna type the variable that it's Maya module path. This is the environment variable, and I'm just gonna copy my path. In this case, it's, as you can see, this one. Paste and save the path. I'm gonna start again, Maya 2017, and here's it. MGear is ready to start. There's some warnings there, but it's for Arnold, so don't worry. And here's it.
Okay, so yeah. The only thing you have to do is modify the local environment variable. And what's it looking for? So it's looking for a folder called modules, which I will come in here and manually create.
The environment variable, and I'm just gonna copy my path. In this case, it's, as you can see, this one. So just copy paste. And
so that's really weird. My module path, he's going directly to his D drive. You know what? I might so why does he have the modules? Okay, never mind.
Save path. So I'm gonna start again, Maya 2017.
There you go. So what I'll do is I'll put in the module path directed to my drive letter mapping onto my Google Drive. That ought to do it, I think. And yeah, 7-zip is still doing its thing in the background. Cool. All right. So let us dig up that path, right? So that I will likely keep it inside my tools animation Maya into the MGear folder here. It looks like, oh yeah, it looks like I didn't version the folder. That's my bad. And I just popped it right in there. So I'm going to leave this. This is MGear 3.1.1. From now on, they're going to be in here, right? So now, when I build this, I should get these three: the MGear, MOD file, scripts, and platforms, right? So let's see what the build all function does, the batch file rather, and we'll set our Maya module path to this location. Let's see, authors build, license, readme, contributing. Let's take a peek at this with Notepad. Open with. Just want to see what's in here. Oh, I've got a bunch of prereqs that I need. Recursive. So what is this executable, this batch file going to give me? Let's go edit. Okay, so it's those guys. It's only got up till 2019 there. How about, you know what, just for today, let's just navigate to this path and let's see if we get lucky. So I think the path ends off at the root of the folder.
Maya 2000.
Yeah, for folder install. Yep. So I can just use, so his path points to the folder with platform scripts and then the MOD file. And so I'm going to do the same thing here, even though I got a zip file in the MGears 366 folder. That shouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to pop that in there and we will minimize this guy. And I'm going to save this off. And then we'll restart Maya and see if the A, NG Skin Tools pops up, and B, MGears pops up. So that will be helpful if it does. So we don't need to save that. I thought I'd have a little bit of time to sort of review the Spider-Verse rig, but it looks like we're going right up to the wire on this one. I'm just going to pop open Discord and get ready for this morning's session. And there we go. Okay, so that was that. And let's fire this guy up. Run as admin. So the A tools went in okay. And hopefully this will sort out all the tools that we need. If 2020 recognizes the version of MGears that I have, which hopefully it does. Okay, so it's still preloading, I hope. Okay. There we go. My A tools have appeared. And NG Skin Tools is in there. And no, we don't have MGears. So that tells me that it probably doesn't like that version. So let's take a look at our script editor and see what it didn't like. So that environment variable was pointing at the right thing. Perhaps. Let's take a quick peek at our Windows settings preferences plugin manager, and let's see if there's an entry for it. Maybe it did load, but we have to turn it on. Okay, so those are all C drive references. No, it doesn't look like it's in there. Well, that's a bit of a shame. I'm wondering if the NG Skin Tools is good enough. Let's give it a try. So I'm going to go to recent projects. We'll open this guy up. What I need to do is find the MGears releases. Recent scene here. And see if that pops up. Oh, they've got releases. Okay, so there's a 3.7.0 beta that's not production ready. It's December 2020. Yeah, this is just source code. But if I go to the beta, there's a beta zip. Don't know. Should we take a chance on it? Yeah, that's just source code. So we're in the releases folder. That's the only release we have. Let's take a chance on it. What do you think, guys? Yeah, let's take a chance on it. Why not? Why not? We're here. Let's have a party. Okay. So hopefully there won't be anything too disastrously wrong. So let's see if our Spider-Verse rig comes in. Okay, if it doesn't, that's okay. We still got 8 minutes, so we'll see how we go with that. We'll be able to see straight away if it worked or not because, yeah, no, the Spider-Verse rig is collapsed. So we need the MGear tool set. So let me show this in the folder, and then we'll take this guy. I'm gonna take a peek. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let me pop open my tools folder. It's not that I'm adverse to building stuff in code. I kind of prefer building stuff in Visual Studio because, you know, it's more visual. But having to open up a command line window, I don't know. Okay, so let's go in the MGears folder. I'm gonna make another one for, let's make another folder for MGear 3.7. Big old B, indicate that that's a beta. We will, oh, yeah, let's just do that. Pop that in there. Why not? We don't need to drag the zip file in there, do we? We don't need that root folder naming. I should think not. I want to take a look at this Python file. Oh, do I have I should have an editor. Let's try with Notepad anyway. Yeah, so just drag and drop it, and that will start the MGear installer. And in the release folder, there we go. Yeah, that's all we need. Okay, so again, it's just a matter of waiting for that to cross over from the zip side into being active. And that should set us up, I think, hopefully if all goes well, just in time. All right, so I'm gonna pop out of the stream. Just a little bit of a run through of installing ng-skin tools, A-tools for animating, and the MGear tool set to get the Spider-Verse rig working. I'm probably going to come back, investigate all three of those tool sets to a greater degree, and then just start popping tutorials on here on the Twitch stream on how those things work. The ng-skin tools piques my interest in terms of skinning, but I will keep you guys up to date on that. I'm going to check back in about 5 minutes with the start of class. I'll talk to you guys soon.